Hey everybody, this is Chris Brandt. I'm back from AWS reInvent in Las Vegas, and it was a spectacular show. So estimates of attendance put it over 60,000. Some estimates put it as high as 65,000, which is quite something. There were a ton of people there, and it was a packed show. And I'm working to put together a more comprehensive overview of the show, but I wanted to get some of this content out to you as soon as possible just to sort of whet your appetites. I was able to do a bunch of interviews, and I wanted to start sharing some of those with you right away. So now I feel that the cloud has reached a new level of maturity, and I feel this is evidenced by the more mature perspective that's being taken around some of the challenges for cloud, and in particular, some of the cost challenges for cloud. As companies are shifting over from a more physical box, CapEx intensive model to a more variable operational expense model, we're seeing companies try to take tighter control over their spend. And this can be quite challenging, but controlling costs is a sign of a more mature cloud strategy. I had the opportunity to speak with Eric Peterson, who is a founder and CTO of CloudZero, which is a platform that helps you wrangle the challenging costs associated with cloud. And here's a quick interview with him so he can explain what the company is and what they do.
So I'm Eric Peterson, I'm the CTO and founder of CloudZero, and this is CloudZero's booth. CloudZero was founded for one very particular reason, which is that today in the cloud, every line of code that you write is a buying decision, right? It's as simple as that. The problem, of course, is that as engineers, as developers, as we make these buying decisions, they quite simply don't know the cost of those decisions, right? I write a line of code, I spin up 1,000 instances, or I spin up 50 instances, or I make a change and I use Lambda and serverless, and I start scaling up. I don't necessarily know the cost ramifications of those actions. And so CloudZero helps engineers by instantly giving them that feedback. They make a change, what's the cost of that change? Did the price go up? Did the price go down? And ultimately what this does is it connects an understanding in one's mind of the engineering impact that they're making at an OpEx level with the needs of the business. How can I tie business objectives, revenue goals, to COGS, cost of goods sold, so that when we make engineering decisions, we understand the cost and we understand the impact of the business. And so CloudZero facilitates that with our platform, instantly connects to your account, provides that feedback directly to the platform via alerts or via Slack. Because quite honestly, engineers, where do we live? We live in chat apps like Slack, and that's where we drive most of our interactions and conversations. My background has been working on AWS since the beginning. I was immediately hooked. Before I founded CloudZero, I was working at a company called Veracode, and my first activity there was to build new products, and I realized the products that I wanted to build, I could not build anywhere else. I needed something like AWS. And so I went to our CFO and I said, hey, I want to try to experiment with this new thing called AWS. This was about 11, maybe 12 years ago. And he said, all right, Eric, here's the credit card, but you can only spend $3,000. I said, $3,000, could you imagine, $3,000? So I got the credit card and I became obsessed with cost. And it was a very unusual thing for a software engineer, I think, to think about. But I realized that if I didn't spend under $3,000, this whole cloud experiment this journey that we were starting wasn't going to be successful. So after about 2 or 3 months, I actually put together a prototype for a new product that we're building, kept it under, it was about $2,972, something like that. Got it under budget, and that was the beginning of our journey. And as I started to build more and more within my previous company and bring more engineers, some of the smartest people I'd ever worked with, onto AWS, they realized I would turn my back and I'd come back and go, guys, why are you spending $50,000 while I was looking the other way? They said, well, we had no insight. We didn't really know what we were doing, but we're building these really amazing things. And I said, you know what, there's got to be a better way. Right? And so I wanted to take that same thought process and apply that to a technology so that engineers could understand the cost of their actions. Because I think today, when we look back, a couple of years from now, we'll go, you know what, in order to be a really excellent cloud engineer, you need to know 3 things. You need to know, is it performant? Is the quality good? And how much does it cost? And today, we don't think about cost enough. It's literally the most expensive thing that we're not monitoring. So we're a Series A funded company, founded the company in 2016. And my first hire was my co-founder, Matt Manger. Actually, I should mention Matt. Matt and I have been on this journey together. He is the pragmatic side, I'm the creative side. And honestly, it's just a really good partnership between two folks. And as we've grown and just started to have these conversations, particularly at this show, it's been truly amazing. So we've had a lot of great success. Underscore and Matrix are the two VCs that have backed us, and we couldn't be more thrilled about how this market is growing.
So thanks for watching. If you enjoy what you see, please click like, hit the subscribe button if you want updates, because I'm going to post a whole bunch more content for AWS reInvent. Click that bell button and you will get notifications. And so I will see you in the next video.